Hey guys, I want to give you a quick little E-mini live futures update and show you what I see happening on these charts right now. So let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, so we can see we're looking at a live chart. If I blow this up here, and you can see here that we're looking at an absolute live chart. You can see the price right now is 2059 and 25. You can see where that is right now, and now it's at 2059 and 50. So you can see it's a live chart and it's moving around. One thing I wanted to share with you guys and to show you guys, and something that may be forming on this chart, and I want to alert you, bring it to your attention to show you this may be the turning point we're looking for in the futures market. We're looking at a 5-hourly chart here. I'm using investor.com. I normally use those. If you're looking for they're an amazing website to use for the live futures. I really like using them for live futures. So there's something that I want to share with you guys that I see that could be forming through here. Now I want to show you this here. As you can see, if I bring up this chart through here, let me see if I want to bring up more of a pen here. You can see here the market sort of ran up through there, had a big pullback, ran up through there, had a big pullback, ran up through there, had a big pullback, ran up through there, had a slight sideways, ran up, sideways, ran up, sideways, little high trough, ran up, sideways, ran up, down, ran up. Now, let me ask you a question. If it starts to fail through here and come back down through here, say to 2040, what does that look like to you? Now, if it fails, it might not fail. It might just keep going up. But I'm just trying to alert you what potentially might be forming. A head and shoulder formation. And what do you think is going to happen after that? Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Down we go. Yeah, ma'am. That's what I see, right? That's just what I see. I can see how this could be a potential head and shoulder formation. Now this is a potential. Right now the market's quite strong. If I look at the daily chart and I open up my daily chart, you can see here that the daily chart's actually quite strong. So I personally would not want to be this actually trend line through here. If I bring this trend line through there somewhere, anyway, so say through there. So you can see how this actually could be a potential head and shoulder formation. Let's bring up the 4-hourly chart. Look at this 4-hourly chart. This 4-hourly chart might be forming a big, massive head and shoulder formation, because right now we are at an area of at a lot of areas of resistance. You can see how it couldn't close by there and couldn't close by there and break back up and came down and came back up. Now we're at this same level. Bam, bam, bam. So guys, I'm not saying this is going to go down. I'm just trying to share with you what I see. Yeah, I'm not saying this is going to go down from here, but here, mark my words, guys. Mark my words. This is what will happen. Well, I think so anyway. Who knows? But this is what I believe will happen. If we do not break these highs and we fail through here and we come down and we break these 2040 lows, that's when the pullback starts to happen. If we do not break the 2070 high and we start to turn around, that's going to cause a head and shoulder formation on the long-term charts, the 4 and 5 hourly charts, which you think is like basically it's close to a day. There's about, what's that? It's close to 6 hours worth of trading. So it's basically almost 1 day worth of trading. But you can see here, this is a 4-hourly chart. This is basically 3/4 of a day worth of trading. And you can see what's actually happening on this chart here. Support here, support here. This could be a head and shoulder formation. But here's the interesting thing I want to share with you as well too, which is showing a lot of weakness as well, is that we actually made a slight lower low. But if you want to call it a technical, this actually made a lower low here. If it's made a lower low here, we've got this rounding potential top happening. If we do fail at this 2059 level and we do not break the 2075 level, and we roll over and we start breaking the 2040 level, that is the time that we're going to see acceleration to the downside. We can just see it, right? This is the topping action. We have not got from all the way up. So that's exactly what I see, guys. It's exactly what I see happening in the markets. It's exactly what I see moving forward in this chart here. This is the E-mini chart here. I'm not saying it's going to go down. We need to see certain things happen, as I just said. But if that happens, if we do not break the high and we break the 2040 level on the E-mini futures, then that's going to start to see movement on the downside. This chart here is the 5 hourly chart. The 5 hourly chart. So if I bring up my trendline tool again, the 5 hourly chart, what do we see on this 5 hourly chart? Oh, look at that. So we're at sort of a couple of areas of support, aren't we? If we look at that through there. A couple of areas of support. It's a lot of resistance and support through here. You can see how it had a lot of problems, then broke down and then came back up. We're at this level now, 2059. Again, guys, I'm not saying this is going to turn around now. We don't know what's going to happen. But as traders, we can anticipate by getting ready to say, okay, this is what this chart might be forming right now. And if it starts to roll over, then we may start to get some serious more movement on the downside. This is what the hourly chart looks like. So the hourly chart actually looks quite bullish. The hourly chart says, you know what, we may get a little bull flag here and we may continue up. If that's the case and we continue up and we break past the 2007 level, then cool. We will see a break up. But if this fails through here and we start to come back down, and especially we break these lows down here, and then we're talking about these lows down the bottom here, and let's just make that a lot thicker. These lows down the bottom here, this 2000 you can see that's the 2037. We break that 2037 level, guys. As we can see by looking at this chart, we can see that is the level that is going to start seeing a significant move on the downside coming our way. So anyway, guys, that's what I see. I hope you enjoyed this little E-mini futures update. That's what I see. Once again, guys, I am not calling for a movement on the downside right now. I'm just preempting that if we don't break the 2072 level and continue running up, if we don't do that and we hold here, we will create a massive head and shoulder formation. And if it heads down and then starts to break the 2037 level, maybe today, maybe moving forward into this week, maybe next week. But when that happens, guys, that's when we're likely to start seeing some significant movement, some significant pressure on the downside. Hey, it's John Howell here, and thanks so much for watching my video. You see, I'm putting out daily videos and education on helping you learning the art of successful trading. So click on the subscribe button to keep up to date with every video I do. Also, check out my story video, $250,000 in debt, cancer, overweight, family passing away, lived on the streets, and more, and how I overcome it and now thriving through my life. This is here to motivate you, so click on that image to watch my video. And lastly, if you're struggling with your trading, then you need to see my latest webinar where I'm sharing with you an amazing strategy that allows you to generate an income without getting the direction right. So click on that image on this page to register for my next free webinar. This is John Howell here. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.